About 2 years ago, I dug this whole area out, laid a proper sub base and put down 25 slabs myself. No landscaper, no professional help, just me, some YouTube videos, and frankly, a dangerous amount of optimism. But 2 years on, it's time for a proper look. Cleaned up and honestly reviewed. Right, so let's be honest about what we're actually looking at here. It's grim, isn't it? There's algae, there's general filth from 2 years of garden life, and the kids riding their bike along this, that's probably got a lot to do with it. Not to mention many socials in the garden with lots of friends walking dirt all over the place. Now, I've already cleaned about 5 slabs over here, and you can see the difference is pretty amazing. That's the same stone, just clean. I didn't sand it, I didn't seal it, just pressure washed it. But before we get to that satisfying bit, let me flag 3 things that I was actually worried about coming into this. The first one was weeds. You can see that there's a little bit of growth in some of the joints here and here. Not loads, but it is there. 2, there are a couple of joints where the compound looks like it's cracked slightly. Just surface cracks, but I want to get a proper look at them once they're clean. 3, and this is the one I was most nervous about, the overall structural integrity. Did the slabs move? Are any of them rocking? Because if they are, that's a sub-base problem. And that's a much bigger problem to tackle. We'll come back to all 3. First though, let's get the jet wash out. Right, I'm using a standard pressure washer here, nothing fancy. This is the same one I've had for years. And I'm not gonna lie, this was one of the most satisfying things I've done for a while. I know, this is just pressure washer content. But tell me you don't want to watch the whole thing. You can't, because you do.
Call me the fool. When she calls, I always seem to lose my cool. Baby, I'm just a moth to your plane. And don't you know that loving you is a train wreck waiting to happen? Don't you know that loving you is a train wreck waiting to happen? Yes, it is, baby. Got no class, all attributes. Don't know if I'm talking about me or you, baby. No one gets me like you do. I said loving you is a train wreck waiting to happen. Don't you know that loving you?
And there it is. Same patio, same slabs I laid 2 years ago. And honestly, I'd forgotten how good it looked. All right, so this is the bit that I actually care about. So let's go through the patio and see how it's held up. The slabs themselves, there's no rock, no movement, and that matters almost as much as anything else. If the slabs were moving, then you've either got a drainage or a sub-base issue, which is a huge problem to solve, and these are not moving. The only part of the patio that hasn't held up quite as well is this last edge here, and I think that's because I didn't go far enough out with the hardcore and the sub-base underneath. You can see here from these pictures that this is where most of the cracks have formed in the grouting, and that's literally, I think, because the slabs have slightly leant away and fallen at that end, which has caused that gap to appear in the grout. Surface-wise though, these have held up really well after cleaning, so I'm very happy with the limestone choice that I made. There are just a couple of areas here where I've got rust stains. I'm sure that's from when I've been on the patio using my tools and maybe a screw or nail or something has fallen and rusted over time. Bit annoying, but what can you do? So overall verdict on the slabs themselves, really happy with them, couldn't fault them. Next up is the joints, and here I'm looking at the cracks as well as any weeds that may have come through. I was particularly interested in this because I used the Psycha Fast Fix a couple of years ago, and at the time had a bunch of comments of people doubting that product, saying that it's not particularly good and it will come out as soon as I jet wash it. Most of it is actually looking really solid, and to be honest, just like the day I laid it. There's also a few areas like this where moss has grown over the top of the jointing compound. I don't think that's anything to do with the Psycha Fast Fix. I think this would have happened with cement as well. And to be honest, I quite like it. You can see here where I've gone over it with a jet wash, this stuff just makes the grouting invincible as well. And I'm a real big fan of the aesthetic. So you can see areas like this one where I've clearly not compacted down enough. And then when I've gone over it with a jet wash, it's actually blasted this whole bit out here. You can see that bit next to it. That is solid. That bit there is slightly loose, probably because where this has fallen. But this is by far the biggest problem with the grouting that I've found, is this one particular area. One of the things that probably shocked me most about this jointing compound is how well it did actually hold up to a jet wash. But there were a few times where I did let the jet wash go at full blast at it, and it was absolutely fine. It held up just as well as sand and cement. As for weeds, it's actually pretty good overall. There's a couple of very small stray pieces of grass coming through, mainly at this bottom edge where the patio is slightly leaning, and that's caused a little bit of a crack in the jointing compound, but they've pulled right out. I imagine if I did leave these a few years to get bigger, then they would start to give me problems, but overall, I think if I keep on top of these weeds and pull them out every couple of years, we shouldn't get anything big coming through. Right, so if you're thinking about doing your own patio, or you've already done one and you're wondering whether it will hold up, here's exactly what I'd tell you. The things I got right were the sub base. I didn't skimp on the hardcore that goes underneath this. I went through all of this in detail in the original video, but 100 mil of hardcore minimum, followed by all of the materials on top, including a nice thick layer of cement, is going to be key to making sure your patio stays solid for a long period of time. I also chose decent slabs, not the cheapest, not the most expensive, but that limestone really has held up well and cleaned up lovely. The things I do differently, well, one is going to be the application of that jointing compound. Although I'd say overall I got it about 85% correct, there were a few areas where I clearly rushed and not compacted it as much as I should have, which had caused those gaps in the compound to become a bit loose, especially when I applied the jet wash. I would also, and this isn't a massive one, have sealed the slabs originally. I didn't do it because honestly I didn't really see the point, but I do think this would have gone a long way to protecting the patio against things like those rust stains that I showed you earlier. So 2 years on, was it worth it? Well, I'm going to say yeah, like genuinely yes. Not because it's perfect, because it's not. There are joints that I would probably redo. There are cracks forming where ideally I wish there weren't cracks. And knowing I could have sealed it and probably avoided that rust stain does annoy me quite a bit, but it's still here. It survived the kids playing on it. It survived family barbecues. It survived furniture being dragged all over it. And it survived 2 winters. And that's exactly what you need a patio to do. And honestly, doing all of this myself with very little experience, I'm still proud of that. There's something about sitting on your patio, looking at it and knowing that every slab is there because you put it there. If you are on the fence about doing your own and you have the time and a fair bit of patience, then I really recommend you do it. Just don't rush the jointing. Right, I'm going to just sit here now in the sun because that feels like the right way to end this video. If you've enjoyed it, please smash the like button, consider subscribing, and until next time, happy building.